Hello everyone, कैसे हैं आप लोग? Welcome you to SSB Short Academy and to the weekly current affairs session. Dear students and the aspirant, those who are preparing for NDS, CDS and AFCAT, this session of around 10 to 15 minutes is very interesting and more important for your examination point of view and also important for your SSB interview. In SSB interview, you get some ideas to write your psych test while writing stories and also to give some more points in GD from the happenings around the globe. And it also helps you in lecturate, which is a task in GTO in SSB. Let's move forward to discuss the things. I have subdivided the topics what I'm going to discuss to cover the happenings around the globe for last 7 days. In most of the time, it is in news regarding the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war. It is the biggest crisis what world is facing in this 21st century. It was really unexpected that the war may provoke there would be war in this arena. So no issue, we will discuss this and then we will discuss some important international issues apart from this. Then the national affairs, regional state affairs we'll discuss, and we'll discuss if there is some any news from sports and defense and miscellaneous topic which will include important dates, person, places which were in the news. So before we go further to discuss the Ukraine-Russia war, I would like to tell you that SSB Short Academy runs 14-day online SSB class by General Bhakuni sir, and also 14-day offline SSB classes by various different officers who have been in the selection center before. Now, SSB Short Academy also conducts various online classes for personality development and classes for NDA and CDS, AFCAT, online and offline both. To get more details regarding these courses, you may contact on these two numbers. And to get periodic discount on the course, please download the Short Academy application from Google Play Store. The first thing what we are going to discuss is the ongoing Russia-Ukraine war. So, आप ये मैप में देख सकते हो यहाँ पे here in this map, this is the Q. It's the capital of Ukraine, and Ukraine shares border here from the eastern side and the northern side with Belarus and Russia. So now अभी recent में क्या आया है कि Russia is taking support of Belarus to deploy Russia's military over here so that it can easily counter Ukraine from all sides. Already most of the important cities of the Ukraine have been bombarded by the Russians military. Now let's see on 24th February 2022, Russia launched a large-scale military invasion of Ukraine, and today it is the 6th day which is going on in the war while I'm recording the video. See, so most importantly, what is the issue behind this? Issue is that Russia does not want any country to be border with Russia and who is the member in NATO. And here Ukraine wholeheartedly wants to get the membership of NATO. And as you would have seen, the president of Ukraine, Zelensky, have filed application to be the part of European Union. Most probably, he may get chance. Ukraine may get chance to get the part of European Union, and later there is again possibility to get the membership of NATO. So, following Ukraine's revolution of dignity in 2014, in 2014 also there was such revolt in which Russia invaded Crimea and it was completely captured by Russia. So Russia had annexed Crimea and Russian-backed separatist forces had seized part of the Donbass in eastern Ukraine. This region is considered as the Donbass region. So in eastern Ukraine, leading to an 8-year war in the region. Some reports call the invasion the largest conventional warfare attack in Europe since World War. After the World War, this was the first large-scale attack on Ukraine. Ukraine being the European country, it becomes for the first time in Europe and any portion of Europe, this attack is being taken. Let's see, till now we have seen India's stance is very neutral, and we hope for the best. Let's see what happens next. Next topic is what we would like to discuss is the IAEA extraordinary meeting on Ukraine. So actually, this is a non-governmental organizations, IAEA, the International Atomic Energy Agency, and they have decided to call for emergency meeting. Why? Because in this war, the Russia is threatening again and again to use of nuclear weapon, And anyway, if a nuclear weapon is not justifiable if it is being used at any cost. Above all, it will be the loss of innocence. Now see, the country has 4 nuclear power plants that are operational and various waste facilities, including Chernobyl. It is I'm talking here about Ukraine. So this is actually the nuclear waste deposited there in Chernobyl in the city. So it has total of 4 nuclear power plants which is in operation. So these areas are really very dangerous if it comes under the attack of Russia. Then comes the IAEA is non-governmental organization, as I have told you, and that aims to promote the peaceful use of nuclear energy. Peaceful use of nuclear energy, it means nuclear energy should not be used for the military purpose. Apart from that, it can be used for the electricity generation or something else. So such as nuclear weapons, in 1957, the IAEA was established as an autonomous organization, and it is a non-governmental organization. Its headquarters is located in Vienna, Austria, and has total of 173 members nations. Next topic, we'll discuss the SWIFT ban on Russia. It was again in news. SWIFT, various bans are there on Russia. Economical warfare, what we say, so that Russia should stop the war, what is going on the border of Ukraine, and they have already entered Ukraine as well. So the United States and the European Union have decided to cut off a number of Russian banks from SWIFT, the main international payment systems. Russia's central bank assets will also be frozen, which will limit Moscow's ability to access its foreign reserves. So it will be a biggest economical attack from the Western countries to Russia. This move's intention is to further isolate Russia from the international financial system, keeping in view the Russian invasion of Ukraine. So you understood why this step is being taken? Just to isolate Russia from the financial system, international financial system. As a result, they have invaded Ukraine. These sanctions are the most severe against Moscow since its forces invaded Ukraine, and this is going to have a significant impact on Russia and its economy that relies significantly on the SWIFT platform for its natural resources trade such as gas and oil exports. तो ये एक बहुत बड़ा कदम उठाया गया है यूरोपियन यूनियन एंड द वेस्टर्न कंट्रीज to ban Russia from the SWIFT. Next, the world's largest plane, Mriya, which was with Ukraine, was destroyed by the Russian military. So on the 4th day of Russian invasion to Ukraine, Russia destroyed the largest plane in the world that was called Mriya. Ukraine's Antov 225 cargo plane it was. It was destroyed outside the Kyiv, the capital of Ukraine. According to weapons manufacturer Ukroboronprom, restoring AN-225 Mriya could cost over $3 billion and could take over 5 years to again design this plane and to manufacture. The aircraft was unique to the world, and it was 84 meters long and could transport up to 250 tons of cargo at a speed of 850 kilometers per hour. Missile has been named Mriya, which means dream in Ukrainian. Next, we'll see here the Snake Islands. It was also in the news. It is a part of Ukraine. Snake Island, or Jamuni Island, also known as the Serpent Island, is an island belonging to Ukraine and is located in the Black Sea. Here you can see that Snake Island. Next, we see India-Nepal Task Force for Hydropower Projects. On February 24, 2022, India and Nepal agreed to set up a joint task force on proposal to construct a hydropower project from investment of both the countries. It's a good initiative to rebuild the good relation with Nepal. The task force will have maximum 3 members from both the countries. Agreement was signed at the 9th meeting of Nepal Indian Energy Secretary level Joint Steering Committee in Kathmandu. The next is the Bhasa Certificate Selfie Campaign. The Bhasa Certificate Selfie Campaign has been launched by the Ministry of Education with the aim of promoting multilingualism and encouraging cultural diversity so as to foster the Ek Bharat, Shrestha Bharat spirit. Operation Ganga. It was in the news because the to safeguard and to bring them back, those students who all are there in Ukraine, and they got stuck around 15,000 students were stuck in Ukraine. So they were brought back to the country according to Operation Ganga. Then India's first e-waste eco park is to be set up in Delhi. What is eco-waste? Eco-waste, what is the e-waste? E-waste is actually that electronic items which are not in use and we throw it. So that becomes a waste. It is a major concern of any developing countries to handle the e-waste. On February 24, 2022, the Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi, Manish Sisodia, announced that Delhi will get India's first e-waste eco park. Then Metis community of Manipur was in news because they are demanding for the scheduled tribe status, and they are dominant in the 2/3 of 60 constituency in Imphal Valley. The military exercise Dharma Guardian exercise, which is conducted with Indo-Japan, it is an Indo-Japan military exercise. So this exercise takes place between both the countries' armies, especially army involved in this, Japanese and Indian army. And it was first, it began from the year 2018. Next, we'll see the Anonymous Hackers Group. Anonymous is an international decentralized activist and hacktivist group and movement known for its cyber attack against government agencies and institutions, government's cooperation, and the Church of Scientology. Every 28th Feb, National Science Day is celebrated. And in the 1930s, C.V. Raman received the Nobel Prize in Physics for his work. And actually, we celebrate this day to recognize the contribution of scientists toward the nation's development. On 27th February, every year, the World NGO Day is celebrated. NGO is the non-governmental organizations which always stands to safeguard and work for the welfare of the society. To encourage them, we celebrate NGO Day on every 27th Feb. So ladies and gentlemen, before we conclude the session, I'd like to remind you that SSB Social Academy runs various online and offline classes for SSB and written courses like NDS, CDS, and AFCAT. To get more queries regarding these courses, contact these two numbers. And to get periodic discount on any course, download our application from Play Store. Thank you.